Burnham, aka Preacherman R&B. It's going to be another Preacherman debates. I'm here with Super Nerdageddon. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, if you remember, he's the one I've had on most of my Preacherman debates. But back then, he had another channel called Jurassic Nerd. He's done changed up his channel a little bit.
Well, I forgot the password.
Well, he was forced to rebrand, so he done changed it up. He got a new name.
Yeah.
He does kind of the same videos, so y'all go check it out. Me and him actually did a Q&A on his channel if y'all want to go check that out. It was about last week.
You should leave link season stuff.
I don't know how to do that. But anyway.
Don't know how I'll show you.
Let's get to this.
Show you.
Can we just do the video, please? Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right, we're debating the ending of Avengers Infinity War. I'm debating that it sucks. I don't know what
I love the
we'll get to that. But anyway, why you don't kill Spider-Man and Black Panther, two of your biggest box office draws, and you make them disintegrate. And Spider-Man doesn't disintegrate in the comic. Mary Jane's the one that disintegrates. I can't talk to you. Disintegrates in the. Shut up. She disintegrates in the comic, and Spider-Man has to go try to find her when he finds everybody in New York is disappearing. But in the end of this movie, they make Spider-Man disappear because I get why they did it. They just didn't need to do it. But to show the reason they did it, I'm going to tell you right now. Because in the Spider-Man movie with Tony Stark, Tony Stark is having a disagreement with Spider-Man. Spider-Man wants to be a hero like Tony is, and Tony shuts him down real quick. Says, "I'm the adult. You're the kid. If something happens to these people, that's on you. But if something happens to you, that's on me because I'm the one that recruited you."
It's not on Doctor Strange though. He specifically says, "I don't care."
Yeah, but anyway. And they play on that at the end of the Avengers Infinity War. Whenever Spider-Man disappears, Tony flashbacks to that moment because Tony feels responsible because he technically is. He's the one who recruited Spider-Man. He's the one that made him an A-list Avenger. And we'll probably see more about that in the next movie. I don't know how they're going to handle that, but I didn't like it. It shouldn't have never been done. They could, instead of making Black Panther disappear, they should have made M'Baku disappear. But I just didn't like it. What's your thoughts?
I really liked it. Yeah, in my other videos with him, I went back and watched them. I realized I didn't make very good points, and I knew what I was trying to say, but I didn't say them right. Like in my Star Wars video, I said George Lucas had very little to do with Star Wars. I'm like, did I really say that? And my Ninja Turtles video, I didn't convey my points very well at all. It didn't even look like I knew what I was talking about. But, I liked it, and the inaccuracies didn't bother me because first of all, those are in all the MCU movies. They change it, you know. And second of all, I'm younger, so I'm not as familiar with the original Infinity War. You know, what I'm more used to is the newer stuff where Thanos just wants to kill everybody. He just goes in the name of Mistress stuff, just murdering planets and all kinds of stuff. And I really like Thanos in this movie. He's kind of like, you know, one of those characters where he's the villain. You know he's the villain. You know he's wrong, but you're like, yeah, I kind of see where you're coming from. You know, because it makes sense. You know, the people are starving across the galaxy. There's less resources, so you're not completely against Thanos. And he's one of the more interesting villains in the MCU. I mean, the only really other good villains are the Vulture and Loki.
Well, Killmonger and Black Panther is really good too, but you ain't seen that
I
yet.
haven't seen that yet. Was that him who joined forces with Black Panther at the end?
No, that was M'Baku. M'Baku was the one that did that.
Okay. Because I haven't seen that one yet. I just got around to watching Ragnarok. I like that, but I wish they wouldn't have changed it to a complete comedy. But I think this is cool because this will probably either make Spider-Man more reluctant to be an Avenger, or it'll make him, and this is how I imagine Black Panther is going to be when he comes back. and everybody else who died, going to be like, oh crap, stuff can happen across the galaxy. And we better form together, reinstate the Avengers, and make sure stuff like this doesn't happen again. I think this is going to be the thing that really, once they bring back a lot of these characters, brings the Avengers back together, because they're still broke up, And that's another thing. Parts in this movie, certain lines, even though this movie is really, really good, certain lines of it kind of feel like a bad fan fiction online, like the part where Bruce Banner's talking to Tony Stark, and Tony Stark's like, the Avengers broke up, and Bruce Banner's like a band, certain things like, and that's kind of weird. That's kind of how it was for me for like when Spider-Man came into the MCU. I got used to it. Just all these different characters coming together at first is a little weird. Like how the Guardians of the Galaxy talking before kind of weirded me out, but I'll get used to it because they're all in the same universe.
So that's basically what this debate consists of. I'm against the ending. He's for it. Tell me y'all thoughts in the comments.
Oh wait, I got one more thing.
What's up?
Something I didn't like. I liked the ending and all, but I will admit it's not as handled as well as like Logan, and it's handled a lot better than Superman. But some things is so many characters are dying in this movie that I went back and I watched it twice, and I'm still not 100% sure who's all dead, because I'm like, is Rocket dead?
No.
I don't think Rocket's... He's the
Rocket's the only Guardian that survived.
Well, what about Mantis?
She's dead.
She's dead?
All the rest of them died except for Rocket. He's the only one that survived out of the Guardians.
I think he's going to get a solo movie, probably. I don't know.
Well, that's all I got for this video. As always, Preacherman RB signing out. Guys, duty is awesome. See you on next time.
Bye.